A Wonderful Day at Wiggle Bay, a Wiggles book, read by Books for Kids by Flying Dragons. One beautiful weekend, the Wiggles were outside their house, enjoying the sunshine. "What a wonderful day!" Murray exclaimed, smiling. "Yes, the sun is lovely," agreed Anthony. "I wish we had a swimming pool. Then could really enjoy the weather." "We don't need a pool," said Sam. "We can go swimming at Wiggle Bay." The rest of the Wiggles agreed that Sam's suggestion was great. Within moments, the four friends had grabbed their towels, hats, and sunscreen. They jumped into the big red car and set off for Wiggle Bay. As the big red car pulled up at Wiggle Bay, the Wiggles were delighted with the sight that greeted them. Bright blue waves washed up against the warm sand. The water was glimmering. Yeah, that sandcastle is very stable.
That sandcastle has sand water.
Yes, it does. The Wiggles were delighted with the sight that greeted them. Bright blue waves washed up against the warm sand. The water was glimmering with sparkles of sunlight. The sun was as bright as ever. "Wiggle Bay is wonderful," cried Jeff. "This was a great idea. Thanks, Sam." "The sun is very hot," said Anthony. "We should put our hats on and protect ourselves from sunburn." "Yes," everyone agreed. They popped on their hats and rubbed sunscreen into their skin. They were ready for action. As Murray glanced across the beach, his heart jumped. "Look!" he exclaimed. "Some wonderful waves are forming on the horizon." The four friends immediately grabbed their surfboards and raced into the water. As they paddled out into the bay, Sam led the charge. "I'm going to grab the first wave," he said. "No, you're not," the other Wiggles answered together. "We're going to get the first wave." The friends raced each other to see who could be the first to grab a surf. Who could be the first to surf a great wave. But no one won the race. They all caught the first wave together. After surfing the big wave together, the Wiggles sat on their boards in a patch of calm water. "Wow!" Jeff exclaimed as he looked downwards. "There are so many amazing creatures in the sea." "Let's put our boards back on the beach and go for a deep-sea dive in the big red submarine," suggested Sam. "Yeah!" everyone exclaimed together. Soon the Wiggles were charging through the ocean depths, amazed by all the animals that they saw. How magical! After a magical submarine adventure, the Wiggles were back on dry land. They stood on the sand and looked out across Wiggle Bay. They knew that they'd had a brilliant day. "It's getting a bit late," said Sam. "Perhaps we should think about heading back home and cooking some dinner." "Dinner sounds great," said Anthony. "But we don't need to leave just yet. There's always time for another quick swim." And with that, Anthony left. Jeff, Murray, and Sam raced into the water, laughing happily. The beautiful beach. A bright and warm beach is a wonderful place where people all smile with the sun on their face. You can splash in the water and run through the sand. You can have a great day in the palm of your hand. I know you can't swim without me yet, but you will be able to soon when you're big. But beaches are more than just water and sand. The ocean is brilliant and ever so grand. Thousands of creatures. Oh, once you get bigger, you want to turn into a Wiggle. That's awesome. Thousands of creatures live under the sea, there to be cherished by you and by me. So next time you're down at your favorite beach, remember a magical world's in your reach. Spectacular wonders are there to be found, wonders that will both delight and astound. If you enjoyed reading this book with us, please do hit subscribe. We'd love to share plenty more Wiggles and lots of other books with you too.